I have been looking forward to sharing this with everyone, our exclusive interview with Prince Harry, who's also known as Captain Wales, serving 10 years in the British Army and taking on an important mission, supporting wounded veterans through their recovery. He is a driving force behind the Invictus Games, where hundreds of veterans across the world compete and show the true meaning of courage. And now Prince Harry is showing a side of himself rarely seen.
How's the training going?
It's going well.
Nice. No one wants sympathy. All they want is an opportunity to prove themselves. That's what this is all about.
Work on picking the racer.
10 years in the army was the best escape that I've ever had.
Prince Harry is back on the front lines of the war on terror.
I felt as though I was really achieving something. I felt as though I was part of a team. All I wanted to do was to prove to other people that I had a certain set of skills, let's say, flying an Apache helicopter, for instance, rather than just being Prince Harry. All it's done over those 10 years is given me this amazing amount of knowledge and experience where I am now perfectly positioned to be their voice and champion their cause.
1, 2, 3!
And when he saw wounded veterans in action at the U.S.-hosted Warrior Games in 2013, Prince Harry was inspired even more, leading him to create the Invictus Games in London in 2014. And now, Prince Harry will host the next games in Orlando this May. For Prince Harry, it was a significant moment after his first deployment that changed his course.
Prince Harry is back in Britain tonight, quickly withdrawing from the front lines of Afghanistan after a secret army deployment was revealed.
I'd done everything I could to get out there, literally being plucked out of my team. And there was an element of me thinking, I'm an officer, I'm leaving my soldiers, and it's not my own decision. I was broken. And then suddenly I find myself on a plane, and while I'm sitting there, I look through the curtain in the front, and there's 3 of our lads wrapped up in plastic, missing limbs. One of the guys clutching a little test tube of shrapnel that had been removed from his head, and he was in a coma clutching this thing. And I suddenly thought to myself, people don't get to see this. I never, one of those 10 weeks, I never saw the injury part. I only heard about it. That's how it all started for me. Is like, these people are role models, and they need to be celebrated more amongst society.
Some of these guys should be dead. Never before have we had so many amputees survive from such unbelievably traumatic injuries. I'm now lucky enough to watch someone who should be dead run the 100 meters. You want the definition of inspiration? That's probably it. The Invictus spirit is so strong. It's about selfless commitment. It's about heroic activities.
It's not just the physical injuries that concern Prince Harry. Recognizing the mental illnesses that plague veterans is crucial to the recovery process. The invisible injury. I know that's something that's very important to you that people are aware of.
It's a massive issue. The stigma surrounding it is a massive issue. I want to re-emphasize the point to people that it's not a ticking time bomb. Psychological illnesses can be fixed if sorted out early enough. We've got to keep the issue at the forefront of people's minds. And you know what, the simplest of things, just talking about it, makes all the difference.
Prince Harry's personal investment in these competitors is obvious, as seen here with Mike Goody, a former aircraftman who served in the Royal Air Force. Injured when his patrol was hit by an IED, he lost his left leg and suffered post-traumatic stress, but came back to take 5 medals in swimming in the 2014 Games. What does it mean to have Prince Harry here encouraging you all every step of the way?
In all honesty, Prince Harry's been an absolute legend. Literally, he was everywhere. We couldn't get rid of him if we tried. He was literally boosting everything, pumping everything, getting everyone going, really encouraging, drumming up support. And when someone's doing that, and as much as he was, it's really difficult not to get behind that. And I think that's why, as the Invictus Games, the inaugural games came up, it just exploded into what it became, and obviously it's just been growing and growing since.
I understand you have a bit of a tattoo Do you mind sharing what that says? What does it say?
I missed my friend with an arrow pointing left.
That's the humor you were talking about.
Get back in the pool. More training, come on.
And it's with that infectious enthusiasm and spirit that the Prince continues to support the wounded warriors around the globe. It is for now the most important mission of his life.
I'm not asking for it to become really boring that we constantly go on about our veterans, but I'm sorry, anybody who serves our country and puts their life on the line and then can bring themselves back from an injury like that deserves everything from every single one of us.
And the Invictus Games Orlando 2016 will feature over 500 competitors from 15 nations competing in 10 events. All the athletic competitions will take place at the Walt Disney ESPN Wild World of Sports Complex
That was
in
so
Orlando.
powerful, and he seems so driven by this.
Yes.
Now.
He truly is, guys. He really is. And the connection that he has with these competitors, it wasn't a photo op. He spends time
Don't
with
you
them.
see his mother in him in every way when you watch that?
And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow, Amy. It's so genuine, especially how he is with children, as we've seen all around the world. But he is someone that we've watched him grow up.
Yes.
We've watched him grow up.
And he has grown up.
What a man.
He really is. And
He
the Invictus, it's from a British poem. It means unconquerable. And he gave me this little pen, I Am, which is part of what their motivation is. And the young man who had the tattoo said, I miss my friend in the arrow, and the humor that they have. And he said, you know, like kids will come up and they'll say, hey, what, and want a conversation, the parents pull them away. And he's like to the parents, no, it's okay. And that's what they want, to be able to see in these games. And they are fit and they're ready to go.
They are.
And
That was
I can't
great,
wait.
Robin.
But tomorrow we talk about his mother. We talk about his dad. We talk about his grandmother. And of course, the fact that he is Uncle Harry as well. So that is tomorrow.
Psyched to see it.